So Betta rubra update. It has been 24 hours. Fish look fine. And they're still spitting their food out. Well, that's a bummer. Yeah, I don't know. They're still not great eaters. Not sure what the problem is. Maybe I'll try white worms. Instead of, these are grindle worms, they're smaller, so they're not quite as enthused. But I mean, I haven't really noticed a change. They're still kind of picking at their food and not actually swallowing it. The ones that are really thin. The ones that are fat and have a good body shape, I'm not worried about them at all. I don't think they have whatever this thing is. So maybe I'll separate them, but like the thin ones just refuse to eat. Like refuse to actually swallow anything. So like this guy, I'm not worried about him at all. The alpha male, these two alpha females, but like I'm really worried about the itty bitty ones like this one. So I don't know. I'm gonna do another treatment of levamisole and see if we see any improvement tomorrow. But yeah, pretty guys. We'll see. My baby bettas are growing. Look at that. They're growing so fast. Not as fast as the blue gularis by any means, but they've got starting to get some color. We've got both copper and turquoise, as I expected. And they all got ventral fins, thank goodness. And not one of my fish has gotten swim bladder disorder, which is awesome. One thing, man, I'm getting my videos mixed up. I can't even remember which videos I filmed or not. But one thing is that sometimes fry, when they're around this age, they are at risk for developing swim bladder disorder, which is when the fish, their swim bladder doesn't develop properly. They have buoyancy problems. They swim with their tail down, and they're called tail draggers, and they drag their tail in the water. But not one fish has gotten swim bladder disorder, which is awesome. And I think part of that is because I always transition fry to grindle worms as soon as possible. And again, the grindle worms are really soft and they allow the swim bladder to grow even whenever they're like literally stuffing themselves full of food. Whereas the baby brine shrimp, they have the really hard shells. Sometimes they eat shells that didn't hatch, or eggs that didn't hatch, and the eggshells are really, really hard. And then those will press on the developing swim bladder and prevent it from elongating all the way to the back, all the way to the base of the caudal fin. And yep, all of these fish eating well, growing fast. They all have ventral fins, thank goodness, and none of them have swim bladder. So those are like the two things that I look for when I'm raising my betta fry, is swim bladder disorder and that they grow ventral fins. Once you get past that stage, you're pretty much home free. And it looks like I got a nice number of fry in this spawn. Don't think I'll have to redo it. Wish there were a few more turquoise. I'm not seeing a ton of the bright blue color. I'm seeing more copper, but that's fine. I love both colors. I just have a particular soft spot for turquoise. I also haven't seen any double tails, which is really interesting, meaning that neither of the parents appear to be carrying double tail. Well, no, let me take that back, sorry. If both parents were carrying double tail, which is a recessive mutation, then 25% of the fry could have had double tails. Since none of them are, it either means that neither of the parents were carrying double tail, one, or two, that only one of them was, so half the spawn is carrying it now. So those are kind of the two possibilities I have. So we'll see. I'm not really looking forward to creating crown tail, double tail placots. The few that I've had didn't have the best balance. They're split in the caudal fin. But maybe in the future. And I definitely really like the double tail influence. I really like how broad the dorsal fins are when single-tailed fish are carrying double tail. So we'll see how these fry turn out. Way too early to judge form faults or anything. But it is very interesting that there are no double tails in this spawn that I have seen so far. But they're looking good, they're growing fast, and they're starting to look like small fish. So hopefully I'll be able to start doing more water changes and get them to grow a little faster. So let's see. They were spawned on the 10th. So what are we at? February 10th. So yeah, these guys are exactly a month old. That's pretty exciting. I did not plan that. So yeah guys, this is what month-old fry look like. They got some color, they're eating well, and everything's looking very, very good here. Aw, look at all those bellies. If you're having trouble finding your fry, feed them. If you feed them brine shrimp, baby brine shrimp especially, their bellies are going to glow orange, and then you can find your fry a lot easier. So the blue gularis fry, I should say they're more like juveniles now. They're getting huge. Doing a really good job eating pellets. They eat it as soon as I put it in there. And yeah, they keep growing. I keep crossing fingers that some of them will color up and some of them will stay female. So we'll see what happens. So you can see I spread the food out all over the tank. Seems to help. They still fight a lot, but you know, you do what you can. But they are really growing so fast. I think they're almost an inch, maybe a little more than an inch long. The Gardneri fry that are the same age are like, I don't know, now they're like a tenth their size. I can't believe how fast they're growing. But they are really, really cool to watch grow. See them constantly sniping at each other though, jeez. So we'll see. I don't see any overt signs of fin damage, so that's good at least.